Hey guys, welcome back to Develoquent. Today I'm going to show you my small form factor PC built from not from concentrate. It's a custom liquid cooled PC and I love it. I'm going to show you all the different specs that it has as well as how it performs and the temperature that it has. With all that being said, let's jump into the video. So jumping right into it, this is the S4 Tiny from notfromconcentrate.com. You can buy it for $165, the case, and then you can build it out however you want with Mini-ITX motherboards. You can also buy another case with an adapter, which is the T, and S4 Tiny also stands for transform. So you can have two cases stacked on top of each other and be able to have yourself a dedicated graphics card like a 3080 in one of these or 3060. The best part about this build is how small it is, coming in at 3.3 liters. That's the size of those large root beers that you got from Pizza Hut. So this build is from Not From Concentrate. It's a small business owned by Josh, and Eric is one of his partners who helped build this custom build. Make sure you go check out their website, notfromconcentrate.com. They have custom builds, cases, and a lot of different accessories that you can use for your Mini-ITX builds. My favorite part about them is how ingenuitive they are and that they make anything work. I really love this build specifically because it shows off how you can have a liquid cooled system inside such a small compact case. Alright, now we're just going to take it apart and I'm going to show you the inside of this S4 Tiny from Not From Concentrate. Now we can take the cover off of the S4 Tiny. Alright, now check out the inside of this S4 Tiny. Super custom, super compact. Eric did a great job with doing CNC routing for this custom water block that you can see. It's got his signature 730 on there. And it just looks amazing. You can see the copper in there. I like the translucent look that he got. And these RAM cards are really awesome. I like the copper that they used for those as well. So this build has the Samsung 970 EVO Plus, 1 terabyte of storage SSD. You can see it's got the A-Cool radiator right there. The amazing thing about this build is it has the power supply integrated inside of the system in this 3.3 liter case. I love that you can see the little water pump right there with the NFT logo and seeing right through the CPU IGPU. It's a Ryzen 5700G, so it's an integrated graphics. They call it IGPUs. So this can run 1080p games pretty well. For the motherboard, this has the Gigabyte X5070i Aurora Pro and has the Wi-Fi 6 enabled. So you can see he's got these little mini antennas right here. There's the power, and there's the aux in and out, and then there's a USB-C, which I love about this, as well as 2 HDMIs, DP port, and then there's 4 USB 3.0 ports. So it's really awesome for connectivity. You'll have everything that you need with this motherboard, and it works perfect with Mini-ITX cases. Temperatures for this build, idle, it sits around 35 Celsius to 40, and then with gaming, it can get all the way up to 60 and 70, but typically it stays around 58 to 63 degrees Celsius when I'm playing decent shooting games at 1080p. For an operating system, this has Windows 11 Home, and I find that does everything that it needs. It's definitely a lot better than Windows 10. Now I'm going to put the case back on, and I'll show you how that looks. And you can see just how nicely these fit. These were hand designed by Josh at NFT, and Eric works with him. to make these custom builds. They look super awesome. NFT has all sorts of different products on their website you should check out. They have the S4 Tiny and the S4 Mini. The S4 Tiny is this one, of course. And they have a very cool, first off, the Tiny, the T stands for Tiny, as well as Transform. So if you wanted to, you can get 2 of these cases, and they have connections that you can put on each side, so that you can connect 2 of these side by side and make it twice as thick, but also be able to have a dedicated graphics card for your Tiny case. Now this is a pretty extreme build for the 3.3 liter. Typically you'll just have some fans in there rather than liquid cooled, but it's pretty cool to see, and that's kind of what led me to buy this, is because it's just so rare and it's so unique. I really like small form factors. You let me know down in the comments, do you guys like small form factors? Or are you more of a, I mean, of course you're not going to get as high of gaming performance or computing power than you would a full-size PC. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think small form factor has a chance with AAA games now? Or do you think that there's still some time to be had? But you know what? I do think with RDNA 2 that's just coming out, the new Ryzen graphics, but to have a build like this with an RDNA 2, getting rid of the Vega 8 graphics and having really nice 1080p performance out of a small form factor, I think that's really going to be changing the game. Make sure you subscribe, because I will probably switch out this motherboard with a RDNA 2 type IGPU in the future when those are available, and make this thing even more powerful to run 1080 or even 4K games. So make sure you subscribe so you can see that content in the future. All right, now just have a listen to how quiet this is. You can definitely hear the fans, but it is really not too bad. So here's one game, for example. This is Minecraft, and you can play just fine. No lag whatsoever. This is at 1080p. Fly pretty fast over landscape, and things render just fine. It does a pretty good job considering it's an iGPU, small form factor PC. Alright, so now we're going to start up an older game. This is Call of Duty World at War. And it loads up super quick, and it works just great with Bluetooth controllers if you're about that. Now a quick overview of my setup. I have the S4 Tiny right behind me right here, and then above, the monitor that I use for that's a 24-inch. And then right over here is my daily work setup that I have. I have a MacBook Pro 16-inch, and then the 34-inch monitor, a 27-inch monitor. And then I'm rocking the K6 keyboard. It's a brown mechanical keyboard. And then of course for the compact S4 Tiny, I've got the Keychron K3 keyboard. It's an RGB, low profile, and hot swappable keys. Make sure to check the link out right up here, and I'll put it down in the description as well. And I'll put links to all these different products that I use down in the description if you want to check those out. If you guys want to see the video that Eric put out from Not From Concentrate, make sure you go check out his video. I'll put a link down in the description of when he built this out, including all the CNC work that he did and how he fit each of the different components inside of the S4 Tiny case. Alright guys, well that is my Mini-ITX setup, the S4 Tiny from Not From Concentrate. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of small form factors like this, and do you guys have one? If so, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what kind of small form factor that you have or that you're wanting to get or build. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.